Good morning, everyone. This is Bunny Chick for another NRL prediction. This is for round number 7, but I'll go over the game from round number 6 first. I didn't do so well this week, considering I got 3 out of it. Well, it's about average, but I'll go through the game one by one. The first game was the Sydney Roosters versus Brisbane Broncos. Another shocking week for the Roosters, going down to the Broncos by 24 points, which we lost. We lost. Broncos 32 and Roosters 8. The next game was the Newcastle Knights versus the Bulldogs. We know it's been playing a lot good the last few weeks, but they lost to the Bulldogs. That's which one of the games I went for. Bulldogs won 22-12. The next game's really close. Penrith versus South Sydney. Even though I won Penrith in this one, South Sydney won by 1. So Penrith was 20, South Sydney were 21. The next game was now these guys are on top of the ladder. The St. George Dragons versus Manly Seagull. The Dragons won 35-10 against Manly. This next game is the next game I got right too. It's the Gold Coast Titans versus the Canberra. Final score: Gold Coast Titans 16, Canberra Raiders 42. And the next game was really surprising. It was the North Queensland Cowboys with the West Titans. You know what? There was a real surprising winner out of this game. Sorry to all the Cowboys fans, but the West Tigers won 26-16 against the Cowboys. I would never have thought of that. Well, they've got a new coach on Cleary, so good on to the Tigers last week for winning. And next game is the Warriors versus the Eels. This is another game I got right. The Warriors won 22-10 against Parramatta Eels, and the last game was the Melbourne Storm versus Cronulla Sharks. Final Storm, Melbourne Storm 2, Sharks 11. Now we'll go on to this week's tips. So, starting on Good Friday, which is the 40th of April, at 4 p.m, is the Canterbury Bulldogs versus South Sydney Rabbitohs. This week, I went for the Bulldogs, even though Rabbitohs played really good last week, so I decided to go for the Bulldogs. And at 6 p.m. is Newcastle Knights playing the Roosters, my team. Well, hopefully we should win this one, which I really hope, because we've lost 2 in a row. Yeah, we might win. I think they rested Latrell Mitchell this week, but hopefully we'll see him next week when we play the Dragons next week on their day. And then the next game is at 7:50 p.m, which is the Brisbane Broncos versus the Titans. This week I went for the Broncos, and Saturday, 15th of April, the first game is at 3 p.m, is Manly versus the Storm. I went for the Melbourne Storm this week, because I don't think they'll go back-to-back losses, I meant. But anything could happen in that game. The next game is at 5:30, 5:30. Raiders versus the Warriors. The Canberra Raiders are at home, and they won pretty good against the Titans last week, so I went the Raiders this week. And next game is 7:30 p.m, the Dragons versus the Cowboys. I actually went Dragons, but I wrote Cowboys on my tips. But no, I went Dragons this week to beat the Cowboys. So, yeah. Well, Jonathan Thurston's out for a few weeks, so we'll see how they'll go against the Dragons. Even though I'll pick the Dragons. Next, then we got Sunday or Easter. We've got the Penrith versus the Sharks. They both played pretty good last week. Even though Penrith had a loss and Sharks had a win. I went to Shark. This is actually Easter Day. And finally, we actually have a Monday game, which we haven't had for like 6 weeks. So we got Monday afternoon game at 4 p.m., which is the Parramatta Eels versus the Tigers. I went to Tigers this week because, yeah, they haven't playing that good, but I think the Tigers could get up on Parramatta. And let's see, I am wearing my Roosters jersey. I love my Roosters. Yay, the Roosters. This is pretty much it for the NRL predictions for round 7. I will be back next week for round 8 predictions, plus how many I got right for round 7. This is the Bunny Chick signing off for now, but I'll be back next Wednesday morning for some more NRL predictions. Goodbye!